morning, Nighthawks. We are ready for lesson 2 in unit 4. So we're going to be using right angles to determine whether the angles are equal to, greater than, or less than right angles. You're going to draw right, obtuse, and acute angles. Okay, first thing we're going to do is we're going to be making a template. So you're going to be making a template, and it's just a folded piece of paper. So I took a full sheet of paper, I folded it in half, then I fold it in half again. So what I'm looking for is this corner, right where my fingers are. We're looking for this corner right here. Now, in the picture that I have to you, you will also see it kind of rounded like this. So if you like the rounded edge, all you have to do is kind of round out your edge. So I'm going to be using this one for our template. Okay, this template right here is in your packet. It's behind both the problem set and your homework. And we're going to be using this template and our folded piece of paper to determine if the angles are equal to, greater than, or less than a right angle. Okay, so this is a right angle right here. This is what our template is showing. Okay, and a right angle will equal 90 degrees. Remember that this where our two rays line up and meet in the middle is our vertex, a point where two or more straight lines meet. We can also call that a corner. And remember that we go ahead and label it with the angle first, ABC, or we can go backwards, angle CBA. So we're going to be using our template, and we're going to be determining whether or not these angles right here are equal to our template, greater than our template, or less than our template. And all we do is we just kind of line up our template right into the vertex where both of our rays are coming out from. So this shape A would be what? Equal to a right angle. Excellent. So we're going to label that right angle. I'll do that in a moment. Then we're going to go over here to B. We're going to try to do the exact same thing. Oh, I can only line up one side to my right angle. That means you can see the ray disappeared. So this is less than 90 degrees or less than our right angle. I can do it with either side. They both will disappear. A right angle, like A, has to match where I'm still seeing both of my rays. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do that with C. Do we see that C goes a little bit outside of our template? So this would be greater than. Okay, so you're going to continue to do that with each of your D, E, F, all the way down the page. So we know that this one is a right angle. Okay, we know that B was less than, and we know that C was just a little bit outside, so we'll say greater than. Okay, that's the first three. All right. Okay, after we've determined those, then we're just going to walk our way through the rest of the lesson. So I'm going to go ahead and let you continue on that page. That's just kind of for your practice using your template. Some of them you can see are really obvious, like our I right here. It's way outside of that 90 degrees. And D right here, I can only line up one side with that right angle, or I'm going to turn it and go this way, and it completely disappears. So this would be less than, this one would be greater than. All right. So you also saw in our objective these terms. Right angle is what we just went over, but you see the word obtuse and acute. Obtuse angles are greater than 90 degrees. So here's our definition. An angle greater than a right angle, which is 90 degrees, but less than 180 degrees. So they're the ones that kind of go way far out, like 115 degrees, maybe 126, 165, anything that is greater than 90 but less than 180 degrees. Okay? So again, this one would be labeled angle JKL, there's JKL, or LKJ, LKJ. Over here, we saw those acute angles. Acute angles is an angle that measures less than 90 degrees or less than a right angle, such as 45 degrees, like this one shows, or 20 degrees, or 1 degree. Okay, those are acute angles. And again, we measure it and label it the same. So angle XYZ or ZYX. Okay, and then our last angle that we're going to be talking about today is what we call a straight angle. A straight angle will have all 3 points on a line and it measures exactly 180 degrees. Yes, we see that there's a ray going from E to F and E to G, but we can also label it as an angle. Angle FEG, so equaling 180 degrees. So when you get your protractor, you will see these angles as we get to measure them all, okay? All right. In our practice book, pretty simple. You're gonna be using your template and you're gonna be matching up. So with my template, I'm gonna use my template and know that this one is less than, and less than was acute. I'm gonna go to C. My template fits right in there. That equals a right angle. So I'm gonna draw right to my right angle. Okay, so that's the first part, is you're gonna use your template and continue making those comparisons. Then when you turn the page, you see some art. And your job in this particular piece of art is to find right angles, obtuse angles, and acute angles. Use your template, fit it in, go ahead and label, draw out. So I found a right angle. I'm gonna take my pencil, I'm gonna go ahead and outline this, make it a little bit darker, and I'm gonna put right. Okay, then I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna find any other angles. This one can't quite fit in there. You'll see that the roof is going just a little bit outside of my right angle. That would be an obtuse angle. So the roof here, when I draw this in and I go all the way up and over, trace that out, that's going to be obtuse. So I'll label it O. And then I'll just come down here and record how many of them I can find. Okay, all right. Over here, you're just gonna construct some of your own. Construct a couple acute angles, right angles, and obtuse angles, and then go ahead and go through homework as well. All right, good luck. Have a great day.